Well, if you were watching last week's exciting finish, you'd have seen that we ended just before our champions, the Chiappinos, had managed to have a go at winning more of the BBC's lovely money in our computer game. Now, let me just give you a few quick rules about the computer game. Each team member must use the joystick to try and keep away from the truck which is chasing them. The joystick paints the little boxes on the roadside. There's 10 points for each box it paints, but the truck is after them. If it does catch them, it tows them away and they incur a time penalty. Now, they must try and reach 100 points. If they reach 100 points, their points turns into money. And they've so far got £320 worth of book tokens and record tokens. So, we are now ready to start. Are you ready? If you're ready, the game will start now.
Get some more, go on. Go on, brilliant. Right now, right. No, you got to just still on, Dad. Go on, just go up. Right now, give it to Mark, give it to Mark. Let's try and come back inside now. Go on, and again. And again. Twice. Yeah, up one. How many did we get that time?
A further £140. What can I say? An absolutely magnificent effort. I think that takes it up to £460 worth of record tokens and book tokens. Anyway, further ado from me, let's meet our new challengers who want to play Box Clever. And we have the Chitnis family, and their captain is Rajendra. And Rajendra, you're a little bit keen on cricket, I believe.
Yeah, just a little bit. I won a competition last year, and since then I've become a sort of unofficial correspondent for the Cricketer magazine.
But, I mean, cricket's not a particularly big sport up in Scotland, is it?
That's basically because of the weather, I think, more than anything else. I mean, cricket season about 2 months shorter in Scotland.
And you do know, of course, that one of our greatest ever cricket captains was Scotch Mike Denness.
Yeah.
See, there's me question of sport coming out again, pal. Yes. I'd have got it wrong on the show, like, but I did get it right here. Who have you brought along with you?
I brought my cousin, Suzanne, who's a nurse, and she enjoys giving voluntary work with handicapped children. And my dad, who lectures in history at the University of Stirling and whose main interest is wine.
Wine? What's all that about, Dad?
Well, I like good wine.
Yes.
And we'd like to go on holidays in France looking out for really good bottles.
Do you? And Suzanne, a nurse.
Yeah.
What's this about? You had a problem with your arm and your ankle. What was it?
Oh, I'm very accident prone.
What happened?
Oh, I had a roller skating accident.
Did you?
Yes.
What, a broken arm?
Yes, and an ankle.
Did you? You can treat yourself. Anyway, champs, what can I say? 460, is it? Yeah. Tremendous. Well, enough from me, so let's carry on and look at today's board for Box Clever. I'll just remind you that the teams on Box Clever are both aiming to win the most boxes on the board. They must win them in adjacent groups and then use the groups to construct a wall around their opponents to try and box them in. The moment one side thinks it has its opponents trapped, it can call for a count-up of potential boxes available to each side. The one with the most boxes wins. And remember, unfinished groups can be pinched by the opposition, so the teams might sometimes stop before the end of their round. Now, on Box Clever, the teams win their boxes by answering questions correctly. And as usual, the keeper of the questions is Dr. Sue Kingsman of Trinity College, Oxford. What questions have we got from today?
Well, we've got some old familiar questions here. So we've got words round and the one before round, and some toughies in there as well.
Well done. Some good hard ones for our champions who are brilliant at the moment. Anyway, as normal on Box Clever, our challengers have the right to go first or second. Rajendra?
We'll go second, please.
Second. Right. Irish tactics, going second. Cheer panels.
Yep. Sports places, please, Emily.
Sports places, Sue.
So you have to tell me what is the principal sport found in the following places.
You know the rules. 30 seconds. Time starts now.
Twickenham.
Rugby.
Correct. Brands Hatch.
Motor racing.
Correct. Stamford Bridge.
Football.
Correct. Bondi Beach.
Surfing.
Correct. RAF Cosford.
Indoor athletics.
Correct. Santapod.
Drag racing.
Correct. The Crucible Theatre, Sheffield.
Snooker.
Correct. Leopardstown.
Racing.
What sort of
Horse
race?
racing.
Correct. Main Road.
Football.
Soccer.
Correct.
Stop.
Pretty good effort. Well, what can I say? Fantastic start. 2 groups, 1 of 6 and 1 of 3. Leaves our challengers, the Chitnises from Stirling and Scotland, with major problems.
Pause words, please.
Certainly.
So, I'm going to give you the definitions of words that begin with the letters POS, and you have to tell me the words.
30-second round. Time starts now.
To own.
Possess.
Correct. To put off.
Postpone.
Correct. Maybe.
Possibly.
Correct. A bunch of flowers.
Posy.
Correct. Smart.
Posh.
Correct. Happening after dinner.
Posse.
No, it's postprandial. A back door.
Post. No. Pass.
No, it's a postern. A roadside advert.
Poster.
Correct. An examination after death.
Post-mortem.
Correct.
Well done, the Chitnises. 2 good groups, 1 of 4 and 1 of 3. Causes our champions, the Chiapinos, a few problems. Looking at the board here, a 4 and a 3 possibly. But they want to try and get over to the other side, if possible.
Film people, please.
Film people.
So, I have a list of fictional characters from the cinema. Can you tell me the title of the film in which they appeared?
30 seconds still. The time starts now.
Harry Lime.
Third man.
Correct. Norman Bates.
Psycho.
Correct. Ben Kenobi.
Star Wars.
Correct. Ringo Kid.
Pass.
Stagecoach. Baloo.
Cat Baloo.
No, it's the Jungle Book. Hal.
Pass.
It's 2001. Radar.
Mash.
Correct. Sally Bowles. It was Cabaret.
Well done, well done. Chitnises still in with a chance, still in with a good chance. Can possibly pull in a few points down the bottom of the board there.
New places, please.
I'm going to give you the former names of various countries around the world. You have to give me their present names.
Still a 30-second round. The time starts now.
Southern Rhodesia.
Zimbabwe.
Correct. East Pakistan.
Bangladesh.
Correct. West Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Correct. Persia.
Iran.
Correct. Portuguese Guinea.
Pass.
Guinea-Bissau. Ceylon.
Sri Lanka.
Correct. Belgian Congo.
Zaire.
Correct. Siam.
Thailand.
Correct. Nyasaland.
Malawi.
Correct. Bechuanaland.
Lesotho.
No, it's Botswana. Netherlands, East Indies.
Malacca.
No, it's Indonesia.
Well done, two evenly matched teams, giving our champions a bit to think about. Looking at the board, they have left it open just a little bit in the top right-hand corner there, where you managed only 2 of a group of 5, but it's up to our champions if they want to take that top group. It is your choice. What subject?
I think we'll have sieges, please.
Yes, I don't think you not much choice left there. So, this is a round about famous historical sieges. You have to tell me which army was laying siege to the following places.
Last of the 30-second rounds. The time starts now.
Troy, around 200 BC.
Greeks.
Correct. Stalingrad in 1942.
Germans.
Correct. Carthage in 146 BC.
Persians.
No, it was the Romans. Verdun in 1916.
British.
No, it was the Germans. Orléans in 1429.
The British.
Yes, correct.
Stop.
Well done. The good news to the Chitnises is it's now 45-second rounds. Looking at the board from here, that's where you need to block them in up the top there. And if you had a good round in 45 seconds, you never know, you could be our new champions of Box Clever. 5 new subjects, Rajendra.
Classical music, please.
So, in this round, you'll hear part of a well-known classical composition. You have to give me the name of the composer.
45 seconds round. The time starts now.
Mozart.
No, it's Vivaldi. No, it's Holst.
Gershwin.
Correct.
Mozart.
No, it's Offenbach.
Elgar.
Correct.
Satie.
Correct.
Tchaikovsky.
Correct.
Prokofiev.
Correct.
Pass.
It's Rossini.
Rachmaninoff. No, Tchaikovsky. Rachmaninoff.
Sorry, no, it was Rachmaninoff, but you changed your mind.
Well, you did have a chance, actually, of finishing them off there, but it's left our champions to pinch that, possibly, and also the one alongside. So it's a 45-second round, 4 subjects left.
1980s. Yep, 1980s.
So these are questions about events so far in the 1980s.
You know the rules, 45 seconds, the time starts now.
In which year was Prince William born?
84.
No, it's 82. Name the woman in the Limehouse Gang of 4.
Shirley Williams.
Correct. Who won the Olympic gold medal for the 1500 metres in Moscow?
Sebco.
Correct. In 1983, who stepped down as leader of the Labour Party?
Michael Foot.
Correct. Which embassy saw a 5-day siege in 1980?
The Iranian.
Correct. Name the Tudor ship raised from the seabed.
Mary Rose.
Correct. Who went to prison for leaking information to The Guardian?
Clive Ponting.
No, it was Sarah Tisdall. Who was the first MP to die in the Maze prison after a hunger strike?
Bobby Sands.
Correct. Which film director was knighted and died the same year?
Pass.
It was Alfred Hitchcock. Who became the first woman?
Stop.
Well, have just left it open a little bit down there, and if our challengers from Scotland can get 6 right answers here, it could be Box Clever. So you've got 3 subjects left. Rajendra, Anand and Marie.
Literature, please.
So, this is a round of questions on 20th century literature.
You've got 45 seconds. The time starts now.
Charles Ryder is the main character of which novel?
Pass.
It's Brideshead Revisited. Who wrote To the Lighthouse?
Pass.
It's Virginia Woolf. Who wrote the play Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Edward Albee.
Correct. What was the sequel to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
The restaurant at the end of the universe.
Correct. Who wrote the play Mother Courage and Her Children?
Pass.
It's Bertolt Brecht. Who wrote The Magus?
Pass.
It's John Fowles. Which famous American playwright was born in Columbus, Missouri?
Pass.
It's Tennessee Williams. Who succeeded John Betjeman as Poet Laureate?
Philip Hughes.
No, it's Ted Hughes, but I'll give it to you.
Stop.
Who wrote the poem Easter 1916?
Stop.
It's W.B. Yeats.
If you think about it, just looking at the bottom of the board there's a little group of 2 at the bottom. If you'd have gone for it, you could have won Box Clever, and you still had about 8 or 9 seconds left. But you decided to stop. And our champions are hanging on grimly. There's 2 subjects left. Choose one, please.
Number ones, please.
So this is a round of questions about best-selling singles in the UK over the last 30 years.
45 seconds. The time starts now.
Who had a #1 hit with 19?
Paul Hardcastle.
Correct. Whose first #1 hit was Waterloo?
ABBA.
Correct. What was the first #1 single for Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
Relax.
Correct. Who had a Christmas #1 with Grandad?
Clive Dunn.
Correct. Who had a #1 in 1965 with You've Lost That Loving Feeling?
Pass. The Everly Brothers.
No, it was the Righteous Brothers. What was the Boomtown Rats' first #1 hit single?
I Don't Like Mondays.
No, it was Rat Trap. Who had a #1 hit with You Spin Me Round Like a Record?
Dead or Alive.
Correct. Who had a #1 hit with Can the Can?
Susie Quattro.
Correct.
Stop.
Case for it.
Box Clever.
It's been called. We were all waiting there. Let's check on our computer and see if it is Box Clever.
Yes, the yellow team is boxed in by the red team.
Champions, what can I say? That's about 3 of the last 4 games that you've won on account of where it's been 1 or maybe 2 points. Challengers, you had so many chances. You know, just to have got them last 2 squares, you would have been our champions of Box Clever. But as it is, you've got to check on the early trains back to Scotland. But thanks very much for coming down and playing Box Clever. Well, champs, you know what that leads us into? It's our computer game. And as you know, you have already won £460 worth of book tokens or reckon tokens. So, you know the game, you know the rules. We will start our computer game now.
Just go fast, don't worry about the box. Right, now, get up, left, no, goes, cross, right. Right, hang on, hold on. Get the stick.
What can I say? What can I possibly say? Another £130 takes your total up to £590 worth of tokens and vouchers. Tremendous. Very, very well done. Let's carry on the game of Eat Our new challengers, the Pritchards from Coventry. Sarah, team captain, and down on your piece of paper, you play rugby. Now, that can't be right.
It is. I used to anyway.
Did you?
Yeah, but I've given it up now.
What was that, school or just...
No, it was just mini rugby when I was younger.
Was it?
Yeah.
Were you any good?
Yeah.
Better than your brother?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well done. Who have you brought along, Sarah?
This is my dad, John. This is my grandpa, Jack.
And Dad, John, you were a rugby referee?
I referee rugby and teach. I'm a Welsh missionary in England.
You're up teaching them the tricks of rugby, are you?
Well, trying.
Well, it is the national sport, really, isn't it?
And a religion.
And a religion, yes. And Jack, snooker. What's this? I've heard that you're brilliant at snooker.
Well, you've been misinformed.
Somebody telling fibs on your card.
That's the truth.
What's your highest break you've ever got?
12.
That was in off 2 pings. Anyway, good luck in the game. Let's just have a quick word with our champions that have got everything. Absolutely magnificent. The knowledge that you've got as a team is incredible because whatever the subject, you managed to answer 4, 5, 6 questions. So it's brilliant. Ancient history, what's all this about?
Well, got an interest in ancient history. As, you know, there's a living example next to me, 2 seats along. So.
Thank you, thank you.
And Ray, you're a lecturer at college.
Farnborough.
And what?
In Farnborough, yeah.
Yes. And there's a funny story you were telling me earlier. What was that?
Oh, yes, we had a guy, lieutenant commander in the Navy, who said the only way to deal with the unions is to give them a bit of naval discipline. And so, in a business game, we made him the personnel officer and I acted the convener of shop stewards. Yeah. And gave him a bit of a rough ride, and in the end he leapt across the table, grabbed me by the tie and started strangling me, saying, "You snivelling little git." It was the little I didn't like.
Anyway, brother Neil, Norwich City, you supported Norwich. Now, how come?
Well, it's where I'm at university. Good
Yeah.
team, good team.
What, you did in Norwich?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a Southampton family, really, aren't you?
Yeah, support them as well occasionally.
Southampton, Norwich, local derby, you know. You should really be,
it's 200 miles, isn't it?
Yeah, you should really be doing the business down the road. Anyway, congratulations. Let's have a look at the Box Clever board for today. As usual, the challengers have the chance to go first or second. Have you made a decision, Sarah?
Yeah, I would like to go first, please.
You're going to go first? Fair enough. You know the rules. First round is a 30-second round. There are 5 subjects up on the board. Would you please choose a subject?
Have volcanoes, please.
So, here are some large volcanoes, both active and extinct. You have to tell me the countries in which each volcano is found.
It's a 30-second round. The time starts now.
Mount St. Helens.
USA.
Correct. Etna.
Italy.
Correct. Kilimanjaro.
Kenya. Kenya?
No, it's Tanzania. Cotopaxi.
Mexico.
No, it's Ecuador. Fuji.
Japan.
Correct. Stromboli.
Italy.
Correct. Vesuvius.
Italy.
Correct. Thera.
Pardon?
Thera, or Terra.
Pass.
It's Greece. Hecla.
Pass.
It's Iceland. Volcano.
Italy.
Correct.
Stop.
Well done, John. You just needed that last one there just to finish off the box of 6. And what a good way to end today's show. On behalf of myself, on behalf of Sue, on behalf of the contestants, thanks for watching Box Clever. We'll see you again for the finish of this enthralling game next week.